Always fun to ring in the new year with you, Greg, with some NBA action. Think any of these guys made resolutions related to their games?
Maybe. We'll just have to watch closely and see if anyone's being extra enthusiastic on the boards or shooting twice as many threes.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. Shaw is out there with Smith. Then there's Allen. And there's Porzingis. And it's Porter in at the one. Porzingis lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
You know what makes Porzingis a nightmare matchup, guys, is his size, skill, and agility.
Here's Johnson. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Johnson's got 5.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Porter. He had 25 points last game. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Porter against Paul. Shot clock at 6. Lets it fly. And it's Smith missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Johnson for 3. Allen with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
On the wing, Porter. Out to Smith. Lets the 3 fly. Johnson with the rebound. Bulls have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Bean passes to Johnson. Sinks the triple. 8 points for him. The Rockets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Out to Smith. Some nice passing there by Houston. Shaw passes to Smith. Smith missing again.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts. With only 1 falling. Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title winning days back in '94 when I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand.
And here's Porter following the 3 from Johnson. Outside, Porzingis. Over Johnson. Another miss by Houston. Back-to-back titles for the Rockets in the mid-90s. You were just talking about that. Greg, what sticks out to you about those teams?
First and foremost, the dream. Hakeem Olajuwon, he doesn't get his due at times, but the dream is one of the all-time greats. Olajuwon's defense really...
Here is Porter. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. The pass to Porzingis. And they get it. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are 2 teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
Well, you know, they swept the season series a year ago. The expectation is they'll do the same thing again this time around.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. This is a team that loves to run, and he really wants to see them do what they love. So transition ball should be the order of the day, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Now here's Johnson. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Back to Williams. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Here is Porter after the Bulls picking up a basket just moments ago. Smith with a screen on Johnson. And Porzingis, here we go. And the dunk by Porzingis.
No substitute for hustle and hard work, and Porzingis getting the bucket because he put both into effect there.
Little turnaround, and it's Chicago scoring again.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And it's Levine that time on the assist by Johnson.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Smith, the pass to Shaw.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back. I understand that. But you should send at least one guy out.
First personal foul. At the line for Chicago, Johnson. At the line for one.
They've done really well moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Houston's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out, looking cold from outside. They need this. Chicago grabs the miss. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
And Joe Allen will bring it up for the Rockets to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going, and you could see frustrations emerge.
And you know what? Even though it was a frustrating night shooting the ball, they found a way to get it done and pulled it out. And a win's a win, and that ultimately is all that matters.
And here is Allen following the three from Johnson to the paint. Here's Porzingis. No good that time. Good D by Johnson. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level. Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Pass to Smith. Kicks to Allen. And some nice passing there by Houston. Just 4 to shoot. Poked away. Johnson with it. Now Smith defending. Yes, that goes in. Levine's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys.
It's the Silver Crew in the 3-2. Your 3-2 Let him hear it.
And Raul Neto subbed in for Chris Paul. The Rockets also changing it up. Şengün's checked in for Porzingis. Kenyon Martin Jr. comes in for Smith. And it's Clark in for Porter. Johnson surveying the floor. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And here is Allen. No points in the game yet for him. Clark outside. Outside, Levine. Johnson in the corner. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 5 assists in the game. Houston's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Allen outside. Now, here's Clark. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Levine against Allen. And Levine with the slam.
And you see why Levine's been a hard, tough out in the slam dunk contest. Has a natural ability to entertain the audience, and that bounce and athleticism certainly doesn't hurt either.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so it's Houston with it. Here's Clark. Martin with the screen for Clark. Another miss by Houston. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Now here's Levine. And he just worked New York in that last game.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Johnson against Martin. Puts it up. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Levine. 37 points for Johnson.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now, here's Clark. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. It's Allen on the wing. Out to the right wing. Outside for Martin. They could use a bucket. The shot, no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Outside, Levine. Going inside, and it's sent back by Allen. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Chicago making a switch here. Stevenson's checked in.
Lance Stevenson.
Martin against Johnson. Over Martin, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Johnson's got 39. And Clark has got the ball here for the Houston Rockets.
One thing you gotta love about Grayson Allen is his confidence.
For sure, and every good player has great confidence.
Andre Drummond. First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Paul against Porter. Pass to Clark. Smith outside. 6 to shoot. There's Porter with the 3. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. So on the floor for Houston. Clark is out there with Porter. And it's Smith. Then there's Shaw. And it's Porzingis in at the center.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Jalen Green is on a mission. He says, every time I step on the floor, I always have something to prove to who's ever in those stands. A lot of people will hate on me or have their opinions.
Houston foul. Kristaps Porzingis. First personal foul. At the line for Chicago, Johnson. Shooting 1.
I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Porzingis with a screen on Levine. Here's Porter, takes it inside, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. And taken away by Paul. And here we go. Levine heading to the hoop. And the basket by Johnson.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Houston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Shaw passes to Porzingis. A special move before the shot. Porzingis has got 8.
For all that's said about his perimeter work, Porzingis benefits a lot when he's making an impact inside. That makes defending him all the more challenging.
And the basket by Johnson.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Clark, the pass to Shaw. Pass to Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. Clark outside. From deep, Johnson with the block.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
The pass to Porzingis. Fires from deep. Johnson with the block. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain. Here's Clark. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. Porzingis with a screen on Paul. Just 5 on the clock. No good from Clark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Clark kicks to Porter. Will it go? Driving in. And Levine with the block. And that one touched by Levine.
Good defense.
Outside Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Porzingis sets the pick for Porter.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Another miss by Houston.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Johnson, that's for 2. And, yep, another basket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Porzingis with a screen on Paul. Clark into the lane.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Johnson, the pass to Williams. Back to Johnson. They double-team Johnson. Levine wide open. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 6th assist on the night. Now, Clark. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. And there's the drive. Can't hit that one. Good D by Williams.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Smith. No good on that one. And it's Chicago the other way. It's taken away by Smith. Pass to Shaw. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. He's checked in for the Bulls. Robert Covington's checked in for Houston. Grayson Allen comes in for Clark. On the wing, Johnson, headed by Porzingis. Porzingis with the steal. Porter at the elbow. Allen outside. To the inside. Here's Porzingis. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Covington, a screen on Levine. Here's Allen. And he overshot that one, missing. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for him.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Porter with it. Allen outside. Covington, a screen on Levine. Clock at 6. Allen's shot is off. Chicago's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. And it's Levine that time on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got his 8th assist in the game. Rockets shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Here is Shaw. 17 points for him last game against Memphis.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
And contact.
Johnson. First personal foul.
Through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's Chicago. Run it.
The Bulls, 87. The Rockets, 25.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Chicago Bulls.
This offense has been off the charts good. I mean, we're seeing player movement, ball movement, guys are getting in the right spots and spacing on the floor.
Just an incredible first half display. All right, and now time to give some recognition. Players of the Month. The selection for the Western Conference, LeBron James.
No surprise.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to...
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. And you know, Big Dog has been really making it happen, guys.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
Yeah, you know, he's been up in the air so often, he's been absolutely a pest on the defensive end.
The wing set for him, Levine and DeRozan. Johnson is out there with Williams, and it's Paul in at the point. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. The three-pointer no good. Williams looking around. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Johnson. And another one falls. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. The big dog in the last matchup against the Knicks was outstanding. He scored an amazing number of points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
And slam dunk by Allen.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire. And staying healthy for Porzingis has been a challenge over his career. Not uncommon for players standing well above 7 feet. It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Porter passes to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
This is what we've come to expect from Porzingis. I mean, no let up in his game at all. When he's got his foot on the pedal, he mashes it.
And in New York, even before his injuries, the front office voiced concerns about Porzingis' ability to stay healthy.
Well, the track record for players 7-2 and up, not great. And today's game demands more movement from big men than ever before.
Launches it. Another three for Chicago.
Really confident shooting from Paul out at the arc. If he likes the look, he can drain it from range.
Allen against Levine. Porzingis sets the pick for Porter. Into the lane. Johnson with the block. Porter against Paul. Paul gets a screen from Johnson. Paul passes to Johnson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Here's Allen. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Here's DeRozan. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. DeRozan's got his second bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And it's Porter with the ball for the Houston Rockets. Allen outside. Porter against Paul. Smith outside. Three-pointer. The Rockets again can't hit.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Houston's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Allen dishes to Porter. The fader. Chicago grabs the miss. Williams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. DeRozan finds Johnson. Another bucket. Wow. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the basket by Shaw. Shaw's got 5.
Nice recognition there by Porzingis. He's getting better and better as a passer.
Here's Johnson. Whistle ball.
Kristaps Porzingis. Second personal foul. At the line for the Bulls, Johnson. One shot.
In Clark, he's checked in for the Rockets. That's good from Johnson.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Smith outside. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, this team takes on a different attitude when Porzingis imposes his will like that. His energy and attitude, infectious.
Neto kicks to Johnson. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Chicago has gotten the three ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Outside DeRozan. Back to Johnson. Again, what an avalanche! He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Clark outside. Chicago grabs the miss. Johnson's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. DeRozan passes to Johnson. Hits it again. Wow.
81 on the night. Channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. And here is Allen. Lob pass to Porzingis, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Andre Drummond's checked in for Williams. And then for Houston, Şengün's checked in for Porzingis, and Martin is in for Grayson Allen. Drummond dishes to Johnson. Back to Drummond. That's good, and Johnson with the assist.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
For Houston, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. And taken away by Johnson. On the wing, Levine. He's got 13. It's good from long range. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Chicago.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. They're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
Inside, here's Johnson. And Johnson with the stop.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
For Houston, they've gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Now, here's Clark. 6 points for him, and he gets it back. And the shot goes in. And it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for Chicago. And DeRozan kicks to Neto. Bulls moving the ball around. DeRozan, a screen on Smith. Johnson, the pass to DeRozan. An emphatic LU jam.
Well, you throw it his way, and DeRozan is going to capitalize. When he takes off, he's looking to throw it down with no hesitation.
Houston's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Smith sets the pick for Clark. Passes it to Smith. Over Drummond. And it's Smith missing.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
And DeRozan kicks to Johnson. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. DeRozan's got his 5th assist in this one. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Clark for 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 6 rebounds in the game. Neto finds Johnson. Over Shaw. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Well, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
And for Houston, they're shooting 45% from the field since coming out of the locker room at halftime.
Remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Clark, and the pass to Şengün. Here's Smith. Smith sets the pick for Martin. No good, unable to end this run.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
To the middle, here's Johnson. Yet another bucket.
90. A legendary performance.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long, long time. And for Houston, they're shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the third, and stolen by Drummond. Here's Levine, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Levine's got 18 points.
Boy, I got a strong feeling that Levine's teammates are loving this. Zach has been on an offensive tear tonight.
Feeds to Smith. Clark outside. From outside the arc. He can't get that one to fall. So the Bulls will take it the other way.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And it's Johnson penetrating. And got it! Another basket.
He's just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. GA, I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on right now. Clark with it. Now defended by Levine. Clark, the pass to Smith. DeRozan against Martin. Pass to Şengün. 5 on the clock. Shaw. The Rockets with another miss.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And so it's Chicago with a huge lead.
The Bulls, 137. The Rockets, 43. Ladies and gentlemen, your Bulls youth team.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. We've got Robert Covington. Clark is out there with Washington. And it's Garuba in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Nunn, plays it up and banks it in. Nunn's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Bulls. Washington against Diallo. Washington passes to Garuba. That one falls.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Stevenson outside. And in today's NBA, there are more and more female coaches than ever before. And, Clark, that extends to the front office, too.
Kevin, I think it's a trend that will continue. I mean, the NBA and society realizing that diversity in all of its forms is a real strength. And the growth of the women's game producing some outstanding coaching and front office candidates.
Clark, the pass to Garuba. Washington with it. Now guarded by Kaminsky. And then Washington with the dunk.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Kicked away. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Pass to Clark. Three-pointer. Chicago grabs the miss.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Now Stevenson. Nunn with it from past the arc. A rebound by Washington.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Mark against Diallo. And some nice passing there by Houston. There's the feed to Covington. 4 on the clock. Houston needs to get a shot off. Here's Garuba. From downtown, rebounded by Kaminsky. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Nunn kicks to Stevenson. The three. And that one is off.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Washington passes to Clark. We're seeing a lot of pretty lively pregame dance routines from the players. You got any of that in your repertoire, say, before we begin a broadcast?
Oh, Kevin, I think pretty soon we should work out a few sequences, get ourselves fired up. You game?
No. Come on, Greg, I'm not sure about that, but you go ahead and do it. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Outside, Covington passes it to Garuba. Now, Washington. The Rockets again can't hit. Washington against Stevenson. On the wing, Stevenson. Can they get it? He doesn't hit that one. And the Rockets take it the other way. It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Bulls have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. It's making a switch here. And there's the whistle. That goes on for Kaminsky. That is
First personal foul. First team foul.
On balance, quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And Lance Stevenson picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And player nicknames are a fun part of covering the game. Now, a lot of guys, GA, are just going with their initial, like KD or AD or KG. Do we need more creativity?
I don't know, Kevin. Maybe the league could give guys a cash bonus for picking a nickname. Initials excluded. That might spark some creativity.
Allen for 3.
It's really come apart for him here in the second half.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Bulls. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Nunn passes to Johnson. Over Allen. Online from 18. Jump shot good from Johnson.
It goes down, but with no defender near him, no need to go to the fadeaway.
And it's Allen slamming it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Kaminsky is screen on Porzingis. Johnson finds Kaminsky. Johnson outside. And here's Diallo. Wants to get it to Stevenson and does. And it's in there.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
For Houston, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Allen dishes to Covington. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Johnson with some nice D. Chicago has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Porzingis passes to Allen. Out to Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. knocks down the three ball. Porzingis has got 21 in the game.
Yeah, he didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
Porter against none. Outside Porter. Allen for three. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Johnson's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Diallo the pass to Johnson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the two.
Raul Netos checked in for Chicago. Goes up on the block, and the shot is long. And Chicago shooting at 42% in this final quarter. Nunn passes to Johnson. And good! He hits it again.
First personal foul. At the line for the Bulls, Johnson.
That's good from Johnson.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Stevenson passes to Johnson. Fade away. That ball. Nice feed that time from Stevenson.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Clark, the pass to Porter. Off target with his three.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Down low, Johnson. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle select.
Second personal foul. At the line for Chicago.
Second half.
And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien trophy. That's a great way to connect with the history of the game.
And here is Johnson. To the middle. Stevenson dishes to Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Now, here's Porter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Clark right side. Allen outside. Shot clock at 6. Porter kicks to Allen. Another miss by Houston. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter. And the basket by Kaminsky.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bulls.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Johnson.
what more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And he recovers it. No good from Clark. Now Johnson. Lets it go with a three. Trains the three-pointer.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go.